want in a human resource position? Who would you want leading your company? Who would you want taking care of your sick child? And most importantly, why? Hello, I'm Suzanne F. Stevens, Conscious Contribution Cultivator for the YouMeWe Group. Welcome to weWednesdays, a short weekly video infusion of how to maximize your meaning by consciously contributing to your community, country, or beyond. At YouMeWe Group, one of our cornerstone values is inclusivity. Organizations all over the world pride themselves in being equal opportunity employers, and yet those that hire have unconscious biases. Our biases can get in the way of us consciously contributing. We all have biases. We're born with them. Babies that are black are attracted to babies that are black. Babies that are white are drawn to other babies that are white. This is called acidity bias, which is the tendency to favor people who are like you in some way. Although we all have biases, what we need to be aware of is how we consciously maximize the way we treat others based on those biases. What influences our biases? Our biases are influenced by life experiences. Things that other people tell us, media portrayals, institutional influences, amongst others. There is an overwhelming amount of information that comes to us all at once. Brain research estimates the human brain takes in 11 million pieces of data per second through our senses. Our brains, however, can only consciously process 40 bits of information per second, which means there's a lot of information left to our unconsciousness to filter through. And yet, this is where our biases start sifting through and come to consciousness. Does filtering information with our biases make us bad people? No. However, being aware of some of our preferences will help us be more inclusive and increase employee engagement, customer loyalty, collaboration opportunities, and accelerate innovation for our organization or small businesses. So what is unconscious bias? Unconscious bias is a quick and often inaccurate judgment based on limited facts and our own life experiences. These judgments can give individuals or groups both unearned advantage and unearned disadvantage in life and in the workplace. People can be biased about anything, not just things like gender, skin color, or age, but also things like communication styles. I particularly enjoy, a little sarcasm coming, when someone says, "You are this style," suggesting we are only one type of communication style, and yet we're a combination of styles. What we value can often expose different styles when a value is being compromised. For example, someone who's much more passive can become more direct and aggressive when they're being discriminated against. One communication technique to stop your demonstrating of biases is this. This technique, stop doing this immediately. Edit out, "You are blank." Fill in the blank out of your vocabulary. So, you are, fill in the blank. The word someone finishes that sentence with is often a bias being projected onto you. If you are providing positive feedback, try, "I appreciate," fill in the word blank about you. Instead, visit the last weWednesdays for more information about appreciation. What people do for work as a hobby, where they travel, all can produce unconscious biases. Unconscious bias is just that, it's unconscious. However, those experiences fill in the lens of which we view the world. We also have conscious biases. For example, when someone says, "You wouldn't believe what he did today," who do you think of? You may very well know that you have a bias. And here's the thing. Awareness of your preferences is the first step to changing what point of view and remaining objective. Now, why do we care if we have unconscious biases? Well, as a leader or a small business owner or a fellow human being, we'll start categorizing people and make all sorts of assumptions about who they are, their talents, motivations, and potential. This perspective limits our opportunities to optimize our interactions and tap into our mutual potential. When we understand how biases influence our behavior, we can take action and create an inclusive culture, one where everyone can innovate, advocate, and collaborate. Now let's go back to the questions asked at the beginning of this video. What did you see when you looked at each slide? What did you see in each of those individuals? What did you evaluate first, second, or third? What was the message in your head? Were they successful or unsuccessful? Were they attractive or unattractive? Were they capable or incapable? Over the course of the next weeks, start becoming aware of some of your biases and consider how that bias is impacting your and others' progression. Next week, and over the course of the next several weeks, we'll share some strategies on how to bring your unconscious bias to your consciousness. So instead of saying, you are, fill in the blank, you'll find yourself in the position of wanting to learn, who are you? Until next time, make your contributions count.